All right, folks, a few moments ago, Attorney General Jeff Sessions was on Good Morning America, and he actually discussed whether or not what took place on Saturday is domestic terrorism. Shelley, go.
It doesn't meet the definition of domestic terrorism in our statute. We are pursuing it in the Department of Justice in every way that we can make a case. You can be sure we will charge and advance the investigation toward the most serious charges that can be brought, because this is an unequivocally unacceptable and evil attack that cannot be accepted in America. So absolutely that is a factor that we'll be looking at.
All right, folks, that's Attorney General Jeff Sessions. The NAACP, of course, is also rallying their members around this very issue. We're joined right now by the interim president and CEO, Derek Johnson, out of Mississippi. Derek, what is next for the NAACP?
Well, we see this as domestic terrorism. There is no clear definition of it. Anytime you have a racial hate group who are rallying in the city because of Confederate a monument, which is a racial monument, and you have an individual who drives his car into a crowd. That's no different than what took place in London earlier this year. Is terrorism by definition, and we need, as a country, to pursue and see this as such.
And when you look at this muted reaction, again, from a lot of Republicans, a lot of white conservative evangelicals, when you look at this president who basically said pretty much nothing after his statement on Saturday, he, in essence, and not only that, the white supremacists on their websites touting that he did not condemn them. The white supremacists were happy with what Trump had to say.
Anytime we have a nation and the chief executive of this nation decide to condone such acts, we're talking about of America of the past, America of a Mississippi past, and we should not stand for that. Elections have consequences, but no one should expect that the consequence of this election will be one in which we'll have a 1950 Southern America. That's unfortunate, and it's something that, as African Americans, we need to be focused on as we lead into this next election cycle.
Jennifer.
This is domestic terrorism, and to not call it that is racist in and of itself. You know, we are quick to call other things terrorism, and we need to name this and call this what it is. Clergy were there in force, and as was said earlier, hundreds of them were worshiping when these neo-Nazis were carrying torches and threatening them. They had to leave by a back door. So this is something that white evangelicals need to be tackling. We will be tackling it going forward. As I said, we have hundreds of clergy who are now calling on members of Congress to all come out and oppose this, but to go a step further as well and call out Steve Bannon in the White House, say that he has to be fired, to also tackle the policies that are promoting racism. And we will be organizing, because we know this isn't the end. We know that there are more rallies like this planned, and so we are training our people for nonviolent resistance.
Derek, final comment to you. We did reach out to the Trump administration. I personally sent emails to all their top people, Kellyanne Conway, Hope Hicks, and the others, saying, will you make someone from the administration available for this show? No response. Well, they responded, but nothing happened. That's no surprise here. Have you heard from anyone from the Trump administration?
Absolutely. You know,
hold on, Derek, absolutely yes or no?
Absolutely not.
Got it.
The letter from Birmingham speaks to this. You know, the silence is deafening. It speaks volumes. Anytime you have this type of act, you know, we expect our leaders to speak up, to set a new tone. And what I'm afraid of, we're looking at a new norm.
Got it.
We don't have someone in the Justice Department to take extreme actions to say this will not be tolerated in Charlottesville, Virginia, as it shall not be tolerated anywhere across this land.
Derek Johnson, NAACP, we appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Weekdays on TV One.
I will never lie to you.
Oh, my God.
Roland Martin.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He wants to ignore us.
Uncensored.
Hell no. That ain't gonna cut it, boo.
Unapologetic.
No, that is fundamentally false. You are wrong.
Unfiltered.
He wants an America where we all look alike. He ain't talking about black people.
Unrelenting.
You better go work out, because you got a fight on your hands.
NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on TV1.